My heart reaches north. An untended love is there, waiting in winter. Yeah. Well, I do look to the north. It's a little colder there than here at the 20th parallel. But love resides in the strangest places. Yeah. We come to the time for the I Ching for this week, moving into December, coming closer and closer to winter solstice. Big changes from this winter solstice. It's like the end of an era, really. We're going to see big changes this winter. In springtime will be relief, blessed relief. The I Ching now for the week of December 4th, 2017. Ooh, yeah. Number 61, Jung Fu, the inner truth and influence. That's what the old oracle is teaching us today as we come down this path, this road less traveled, where we find our peace of mind. Yeah, yeah. Each section of the I Ching represented by a hexagram, and great meaning in hexagram. There's 2 trigrams, the one above, one below. In number 61, above is Sun, the wind, and below is Tui, the lake. So just keep that image, okay? Sun, wind, and lake. The wisdom. The wind is unseen as it stirs the water of the lake. Invisible forces are at work to bring you abundance, health, and success. It's a very favorable time, and it's in this quiet place that answers reside. You know, we have dancing spirits around us all the time, guides, teachers, and just as we can lean into the membrane that breaks through to our other side, thank you, Jim, break through to the other side, and what I'm talking about is we come in to our parallel consciousness, that place of our universal knowing, sometimes represented by déjà vu. What you're seeing now in your situation, that some things have become untenable, just so bloody difficult, and you've tried to have your influence with the situation or with others, with your words and with common sense, and you've been correct in your common sense, but it hasn't worked. So you're called to stillness now. And what you'll see is that you likely have perceived your situation incorrectly, so think about it. The upper trigram, Sun, relates to gentleness, while the lower trigram, Tui, the lake, is imbued with joy. Now, it appears that situations, or perhaps it's your fellow travelers that are blocking your progress. No worries here. With good behavior, proper behavior, and by delving relentlessly into self, all obstacles will be moved toward your favor, and this is assured. In the teachings that are offered in this hexagram, you're going to learn how to do this gently and to do it without words. So, good, clear lessons today. It will be done by means of invisible forces, the forces of gentleness, the forces of joyfulness. Your heart knows the truth. Limit your words. Limit your words. Right now, they have little effect or perhaps no effect. And they just come back to slap you upside the head. And that gets you reeling. Your actions and thoughts now must be for the benefit of all. Take the ego out of it. Take the greed out of it. To correctly have beneficent influence over others, you must first walk a mile in their moccasins. Doing this will allow you to know their position and feel their thoughts. With this knowing, you can access your intuition. It won't be clouded, and your intuition is what counsels you on correct thoughts, correct actions, correct behavior. We must be conscious and steady as we move forward with no prejudice, no hidden agenda. If we do this, it's going to create an openness, this openness that is the wordless, gentle joy of which this hexagram speaks. The words you think now have great influence. So correct your thoughts, be free of prejudice, and work toward a beneficial outcome for all. Negative thoughts, that devil ego, that negative aspect, that yapping coyote will undo the goodness that you have bound together. Exerting influence, that can be tricky. Thoughts and actions that attempt to manipulate or to gain power over others will leave nothing but hate and animosity in their tracks. And these actions will not achieve your goals. You might gain something on the way. You might see something that kind of looks good and shiny, but once you see that good and shiny thing, man, look down. Look at your feet. There's nothing there to support you. You know, it's one of those, help me, I'm falling. It's true. Look to your motives. What are your motives when you want to exert influence? When you're confident that you're coming from the highest good, for the good of all, you're going to find that your influence, though apparently invisible, is as powerful as the great winds that stir the waters. You're now finding that as much as you might seek relief in quitting or leaving this arena of growth, that in reality, you're on the brink of success. Don't give up, and you will soon be released from bondage. You see, it's here that the challenges are so strong, stronger than you've ever faced before. That's what's happening right now as the world is coming to so many edges that are sharp and feeling so dangerous. You see, it's not that you've done anything wrong. You haven't been incorrect, and far from it. Just come to stillness. And here you will be asked to accept that you have become entwined with the positive aspects of the universal laws. You know, we ask the question, what are the universal laws? You know, it's correct behavior. It's the things that we know happens, and we, know it and try to correct it and try to have it go our way when our way feels powerful, but it's incorrect. Give it up. Give it to the soul voice. The teachings in this hexagram say, go inward. Begin the task of gentle self-correction. Where it may be easy to control the words you say, it's much more difficult to shift your thoughts so that they are without prejudice, without divisiveness, without retaliation or greed or anger. It's here that freedom of body, mind, and spirit are ignited. It's the great fire. It's that great fire of change. And these are the times when it's beneficial to move stubborn or obstinate people, not so much out of your way, but toward the greater good. It is an awesome task. It's fraught with personal danger. To take such an approach, consider it well. First off, be gentle. Be with no judgment or preconceived notions, and do not become attached to the outcome, because it will not come out like you see it, but it will come out for the better. Just act now. Allow the alignment to happen. As with proper intent, it will come into the proper location on your personal journey. Do your best to understand where the ones who are causing difficulty are coming from. Might be in your relationship and business, art. Once you know where they're coming from, adjust your thoughts, not your words, toward a more beneficial outcome for all involved. In this way, influence will be directed by compassion Having compassion for those who are slowing or blocking your progress will lead you to a deeper understanding that you have not yet discovered. That's the truth right now. You are in a time of discovery. And this newness will be sweet, sweet relief. Outwardly, communicate directly and be honest and sincere. Inwardly, correct any negative or judgmental thoughts. This will release your untapped life force, which in turn will have a profound beneficial effect. It'll have an effect on just your atmosphere, on your relationships and your health. It'll be in commerce. It'll draw you effortlessly into your spiritual journey. You'll turn around and say, yeah, this is part of my spirit journey. I get it now. You see, it's well documented that we can heal illnesses through right thought and meditation. And you can apply this truth to the present situation. Dig it. You're the healer. You're the doctor. Listen to the words that come to you. Discard the negative voices. Replace them with right action, and compassionate thoughts, which will influence all to a higher and to a more compassionate understanding. In this way, your situation will have beneficial changes without effort. You'll be moved toward the highest, most beneficial good for all in the circle of growing fire, the fire that clears the dross and leaves the finite stuff, the stuff that nourishes the soul. Lighting a fire, man, that can be dangerous. So you got to have a right thought and a clear mind. You can't gain the trust of others until you trust yourself. This reading for this week gives a teaching on how to gain the kind of trust that comes from being on the journey to remembering and embracing your authenticity. And in that, your inner truth will be known. To be loved, love yourself. To be heard, hear yourself. To correct a situation, correct your actions. Correct your behaviors and your thoughts. The outcome that you desire is rich. But the journey to self is by far richer. At this time, this process is not about choice, it's about necessity. Love, compassion, and knowing your inner truth are necessary to bring about the grand success that awaits you. Be the wind, be the lake, be the love. Yeah. And man, be grateful. A prayer from Great Spirit and the Spotted Eagle to protect us all on this path as we grow and we love and we be exactly who we are. In Lakesh Alakin, I am the other you. And I like it that way. Namaste, my brothers and sisters. Namaste, the ones I love. Namaste, the ones who love me. And know this, I love you. All of you who listen means so much to me. Be the love you desire. The older we get, the closer we are. The higher we go, the higher we are. Yeah.